Yesha, who is Atris's daughter, everyone knows this, is comparing two banks for her $150,000 home loan. The first one has a lower interest rate but with points, and the second one has a higher interest rate with no points. And which bank is offering the better deal? Well, we need to figure out how much her payments would be under each scenario, and then figure out the total amount paid. Notice the loan is $150,000, so we don't have to include the down payment or anything. That's already taken care of. So in Bank A, she has to pay points. Points, 1 point is 1% of the loan amount. So 2 points is 2% of the loan amount. So if we did 0.02 times 150,000, we get $3,000. So she is paying a fee of $3,000 up front to get a lower interest rate. This $3,000 does not come off the loan value. It is off to the side. So we'll have to use that later on. So to figure out the payment necessary to pay off the loan, this is amortization. Amortization is the present value times R over N over 1 minus 1 plus R over N raised to the negative NT power. Our current value of the loan is $150,000. Our interest rate in Bank A is 2.75%. And it should say there monthly, but assume monthly for your mortgages. And this is a 30-year loan, so that means T is 30. We can use the TVM solver here. So N is 12 times 30, or you could just say 360. Interest rate for Bank A is 2.75%. We're going to put in 150,000 in for PV. And we're going to solve for the payment. Make sure your FV is 0. There is no FV in the amortization formula, so keep it at 0. Monthly for P per Y, C per Y, and again, payments at the end of the cycle. So alpha solve on the payment, and her mortgage payment under Bank A would be $612.36. That means her total for Bank A would have been $3,000 for the points, but then she paid $612.36 12 times a year for 30 years. Let's figure out what that total is. Why you do this? Nope, times 30. Sorry, I got excited there. All right, boop. So she'd be paying 223,449.60. So the loan was $150,000. So she paid $73,000 and some change in interest and fees, because again, the points is a fee. So now let's compare that to Bank B. In Bank B, we'll go right to amortization because there is no points. And notice it's a different interest rate and a different amount of time. She has a 3.55% monthly for Bank B. And it's 15 years. We can do 12 times 15 here. which would be 180. Interest rate is now 3.55. PV is still the same, 150,000. We're trying to solve for payment, so alpha solve. Now, as a comment, yes, this number is much bigger. It's bigger by over $400. And that is because she's trying to pay it off in less time, half the time to be very specific. So you should expect a bigger number here for the payment. That does not mean that the overall spent would be bigger. So if we did this 1076 number, generally times 180, because that's 12 times 15. Notice that would save her a lot in interest, like $30,000 in interest. So if she's able to afford the 1076 per month for 15 years, that'd be great, because then she can save 30 grand. If she's not able to afford the 1076, then maybe she should consider paying the points, especially if these were her only two options. The alternative is she could take, maybe see if the 15 years is allowed for the 30 years, and then just refinance down the road, and hopefully that can save her some money too.